And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ACW Impulse 35. And what better way, I guess, to start it off than with the Saiyan regime. There you see on your screen up in front, the legendary Saiyan Broly. Right behind Broly is the current reigning ACW Impulse champion Gohan, who has to not be 100% after going through a grueling war against Ryu at Impulse 34 last week in a hellacious match that is amid controversy in many ways that saw Gohan retain the Impulse Championship. And I believe Gohan's gonna speak, but we really don't need this. Oh, here we go. Well, as you can see from the screen here at Impulse 34, during the cage match between Gohan and Ryu, Goku put Vegeta through electrocution, and Vegeta is not here for that very sole reason. Very strong words from the Impulse champion. That apocalypse, the Saiyan regime, will become the nightmare we have all feared. That can't be good. What a bunch of sellouts. Who the hell are they fooling? Well, we'll get to that situation in a few minutes, but up next, it's our opening contest for Impulse 35. Cruiserweight action! As the #1 contender to the Cruiserweight Championship, Dennis will take on White Tigers, Ray Khan. This should be one hell of a match to kick things off here tonight at Impulse 35. There he is, one half of the team of the White Tigers, Ray Khan, making his way down to the ring. Well, as I was saying a few minutes ago, Justin Roberts, with that interview with the Anime 4 Kids, I mean, is that really the reason why Ash and Brock are here in ACW? Who says what they said? Everybody knows what 4Kids Entertainment was about, and they know the harm that it caused to anime and everything that anime stood for. Everyone knows about the history of 4Kids. Thank goodness they're bankrupt and they are no longer with us. You know, Al Khan and all of them, but it is not to be underestimated. 4Kids was the antithesis of everything anime, and as a result, ACW. And now Ash Ketchum and Brock are going to come in here and talk about how they had the money, they had the fame, and they take it all to 4Kids? What a bunch of sellouts. And a couple of suck-ups, if you ask me. And who the hell is this advisor they're talking about anyways? A lot of answers that need to be, a lot of questions that need to be answered. Come Apocalypse, hopefully we get those answers. So we're going to take it to Impulse 34 as you saw Joe Higashi with a belt shot from the back on the Dennis. That was last week at Impulse 34 when Dennis and Higashi exchanged some words backstage. But it is official at Apocalypse. That man right there, Dennis, the official #1 contender to the Cruiserweight Championship, will take on the current champion, Joe Higashi, one-on-one. And to be honest with you, Dennis damn sure deserves that opportunity. I mean, think about it. His previous performances and victories have garnered him that opportunity to challenge for Joe Higashi. And Joe Higashi, as much as he wants to underestimate Dennis, will have a lot of talent and a lot of problems with Dennis on his hands. This will be no cakewalk, in my estimated opinion. And now the match has started here, and Ray Khan is going to toss Dennis to the corner. The shoulder hitting the post there. And you got to wonder, Joe Higashi's got to be watching backstage, maybe enjoying the fact that Ray Khan could soften up Dennis on the road to Apocalypse. Dennis already with the whirlwind kick. Unbelievable. But Ray Khan able to capitalize, and Ray Khan able to get up from that. But that's how quick and precise that whirlwind kick is from Dennis. As Dennis is gonna suplex Ray Khan back to the ring. That's how precise that whirlwind kick is by Dennis. He can hit it from anywhere, and Joe Higashi has to be aware of it. Now Dennis here has the complete momentum here. But Ray Khan's gonna try to get it back, headlock. He's gonna Irish whip him to the corner here. Ray Khan turns him from behind. Ray Khan will put Dennis on the corner. Now what's Ray Khan going here for? A back suplex off the turnbuckles. And Dennis landing also awkwardly there. Dennis still able to get to his feet. And now Dennis, wrist lock. And a spinning wheel kick sends down the White Tiger. Now Dennis, right behind the Ray Khan. Elbow to the face. Punch. Chop. Punch. Dennis is very focused on the road to Apocalypse. A nice spinning kick to the back. Dennis is very focused. He knows there's going to be a lot of people watching him. From the fans to the wrestlers in the back. Dennis wants to prove that he is worthy of becoming a Cruiserweight champion. A potential Cruiserweight champion as a dropkick sends Ray Khan still down. Dennis last week stated that he wants to bring Cool back into ACW's Cruiserweight division. More importantly, the Cruiserweight Championship. And he wants to be the guy to do it. He feels that Joe Higashi, while very talented, has caused a stagnant growth to the Cruiserweight division. And honestly, as much as I do not like Joe Higashi and his behavior. I have to disagree with Dennis there. Joe Agashi, oh my goodness, a scoop slam onto the table there by Ray Khan. And Dennis is still able to get up, and the referee's counted 5. But as I was trying to say, I have to disagree with Dennis on one point that he made last week. I mean, whether you love him or hate him, Joe Agashi has had 2 back-to-back mega event stellar performances. One at Victory from 2011 that saw him become the Cruiserweight Champion against Ryoma Edgerton, and then the rematch at Fusion, which was just as good. You have to say Ryoma Edgerton and Joe Agashi were the 2 main people to upstart the Cruiserweight division again. And you can see Dennis is an influence of that. But in Dennis's own interpretation, he wants to bring back Cool back into ACW. Those nice thrusts to the face by Dennis, but Ray Khan gets back up. Ray Khan doing his best to damage Dennis before he meets Joe Agashi. And a knee to the face of Dennis there. A leg drop sends Dennis down. Our main event tonight will be Gara going one-on-one against Cloud Strife of Final Fantasy. Gotta wonder, Gara's a bit disappointed from not being able to become the #1 contender and meet Mugen to become a potential television champion at Apocalypse. And a head scissors. Wait a minute. The Cruiserweight champion Joe Agashi has just come out here and is gonna join the Japanese announce team ringside here, and is looking to watch closely to see how Dennis is going to fare his opponent at Apocalypse. Now look at this, Dennis grappling onto Ray Khan, and I believe Dennis has seen Joe Agashi. Now and then he disappears. Okay, but you get the point. Dennis trying to focus here on the Ray Khan. Ray Khan is no slouch. Former ACW Impulse Tag Team Champion. Ray Khan is a fairly methodical, yet skilled and lightweight of a cruiserweight wrestler, despite being on the tag team ranks. That's what I was trying to say. Ray Khan with the arm, and now right behind Dennis. Dennis is a bit confused there. Ray Khan, shoulder thrust to the gut. Another shoulder thrust by Ray. And now Ray Khan with a clothesline sends down the #1 contender, as Dennis needs to find some way to get back in this match, as Ray Khan is looking to control this thing here. And a knee to the face of Dennis. And but Dennis! Nice monkey toss. More like a hip toss, really. Look at this, Ray Khan. Another clothesline behind Dennis. Ray Khan sticking onto Dennis here. You gotta wonder, Joe Agashi is loving this. Weakening Dennis before Apocalypse to secure an easy win. And Dennis slams him down in mid-air. But Ray Khan comes back with a DDT, and a vicious one at that. Look at this, Dennis still has him here. Clothesline, and another whirlwind kick by Dennis. Could this be the one that puts away Ray Khan? Dennis goes for the cover here. 1, 2, 3, and that'll do it. 2 whirlwind kicks sends down the White Tiger, and Dennis carries momentum going into Apocalypse, as he's going to meet Joe Agashi for the Cruiserweight Championship. And Dennis has to be more than happy that... Wait a minute. Wait, Joe Agashi's down the ring, and... Wait a minute. Dennis, watch out. Dennis, watch out. Higashi's behind you. And oh my God! Wait a minute. Dennis! With those punches onto Higashi, and sends him over the top rope. And that is a man right there that is focused on becoming a new Cruiserweight Champion. Will Joe Agashi's number be called at Apocalypse? What a match that's going to be.
Nothing from nowhere or no one at all. Ready and recognize one silent call as we all form one dark flame. This is
Dark Magician coming in very soon to ACW Impulse, and that's going to be an exciting debut. But we are now I believe we're about to be addressed by the ACW Television Champion Mugen, who is back after being ambushed and attacked by Vegeta and Broly of the Saiyan regime at Impulse 33. Had to miss Impulse 34, but he's back in mid condition. He's got to look forward to his match at Apocalypse against the new #1 contender for his title, Sagat. I believe Mugen's about to speak right now. Let's hear what he has to say. Wait a minute, seems like we're being interrupted. Mugen is still talking, but it looks like we're being interrupted by the official #1 contender to the television title, Sagat. And there he is. He has a microphone as well. Let's hear what he has to say. Strong words by both men as Sagat and Mugen will battle it out for the television title at Apocalypse. Well, speaking of Apocalypse, it is coming up soon. A 2-hour mega event only on Blip TV. We're going to run down the match card that is currently right now for the event, as the regime has indeed begun. First of all, Choji and Kankura will take on the Beybladers. They've had their issues as of a while. Choji and Kankura attacking both Kai and Tyson in a blind way, and those two will battle it out in a tag team match. Possible #1 contenders match for the tag team title. Speaking of which, Anime 4 Kids take on the current tag team champions of Impulse Earthbound. Who the hell is the advisor for the Anime 4 Kids, and will it be enough for them to be the new champions, or will Earthbound retain those titles as they've always had before? For the Cruiserweight title, Dennis goes one-on-one against the champion Joe Higashi. Joe Higashi has been a successful champion, but can Dennis finally be the one that dethrones Joe Higashi, the self-proclaimed King of Muay Thai? And just as we were talking about, the television title, Sagat goes one-on-one against Mugen. Can Mugen retain the title at the momentum he still has from beating Broly for it, or will Sagat becoming television champion and a champion ACW period for the first time? And in our main event, the same regime's Broly and Gohan, the Impulse champion, take on Ryu and Trunks. Remember, if Ryu or Trunks is able to pin Gohan in this match, they will become the #1 contenders for that title anytime, anywhere. Can the Saiyan regime hold on, or will Ryu and Trunks prevail? It's ACW Apocalypse, a 2-hour mega event, coming soon to you on Book TV, as those results and more information will come to you at a more appropriate time as we get close to that date. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening. Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy will be main eventing for the first time here on Impulse. You haven't seen him in a while, but he will be taking on one of the premier talents in ACW, Gaara. The crowd is pumped up already that the Apocalypse announced card is already the way it is. Look at me all tongue-tied and all that stuff. It's not very good at commentating. Yet I'm tongue-tied and I'm still better than Michael Cole at commentating. That's weird. And that noise, that sound can only mean one thing. The Saiyan Shinobi has arrived. Gaara, as those eyes dart down to Cloud Strife. You already know Gaara's in a foul move. After failing to be the #1 contender to the television championship, that's Sagat won. He's looking to get some revenge and take his frustrations out on somebody. And that poor victim is going to have to be Cloud Strife. I have to admire the graphics on WWE 13. They're pretty awesome, in my opinion. And for that, the whole show looks way better than it has ever been in the almost 9-year history of ACW. The crowd loves him some Gaara, and who the hell doesn't? You're talking to a former XL champion who's looking to get back to those heights that he has once reached in the pinnacle of ACW, despite many roadblocks that are preventing him from becoming a world champion in ACW. It's now time for Cloud and Gaara here, as Cloud Strife has got the early advantage here. And look at this. Oh, and a gutbuster lifting Gaara. And Cloud Strife looking not to play around here, as he's got a lot of work cut out from the crucifixion slam right there. I was going for the pin there, but no dice. Now Cloud Strife, back suplex. Almost a snap suplex, actually. It's now Gaara. Right now, it's not getting to the flow of things. As Cloud Strife suplexes Gaara down. Cloud Strife trying to make a name for himself here, back on the Impulse brand. As Gaara right now has no answer for the Final Fantasy character. Maybe he does now with the wrist lock. And you don't want Gaara to take advantage, because when he does, he doesn't let go. Nice bullet speed, shoulder thrust by Gaara. Now Gaara taking his time with Cloud Strife here. Push that knee to the face. Oh, and a chop! Sends down Cloud. What's this? Cloud Strife Irish to the corner. Gaara follows, and another fast shoulder thrust, followed by another knee to the face, and Gaara has completely taken control of this match. As both men now grapple here, so you gets the advantage, and Gaara once again does get that advantage. Neckbreaker, no. Elbow to the face, sends down Strife. And Gaara telling him to bring it. Get up. Man, I have some more. And I know I botched that line. I don't care. My show, my rules. Now Cloud Strife, however, takes advantage of Gaara. Oh, and a nice scoop slam sends down the Saiyan Shinobi. And a nice stomp to the elbow. Look at this. Cloud Strife a little bit upset that his momentum's gone. He's trying to take it back here. Quite possibly. And a nice suplex sends down Gaara. And a nice kick to the back, as if he was playing soccer or something. Pele, he is not. Or Ronaldinho. or Ronaldo or Messi. El Tonino. All those guys. Anyways, Gara, Bulldog! By Cloud Strife. I always get into these tangents. I have no idea why. Like, I do love soccer though. Can't wait for the World Cup coming up back this summer. Woo! We'll be cheering on Brazil to take it all like they do. Always been a Brazilian fan, so always been a Brazilian soccer fan. And Nigeria too, because that's where, you know, where my parents are from, so gotta give them love too. Shout out to Nigeria if they're watching this show tonight. Shout out to everybody watching ACW Impulse 35 all around the world. We got a lot of fans internationally from the UK to Germany, down to Australia, Japan. I think they even saw Somalia one time, but I'm not sure if I should be happy about that or not. Not sure. See, again, back to my tangents. What's wrong with you, Hakeem? Anyways, Cloud Strife sends Gar to the corner here. Cloud Strife sends him to the corner once again. The referee's counting and gets right back in and out. But that gives enough time for Gar to recover. The Cloud right sends him back to the barricade. Now Cloud Strife looking for something. Now Gar's the one who will send him to the barricade, followed by a headbutt for his trouble. Both men completely ignoring the ref count here. Cloud Strife here sends Gar to the corner once again, and once again Cloud Strife goes back to the ring. I do not know what Cloud Strife is trying to set up here, but it's clearly not working as Gar will go back to the ring. Now Cloud needs to get back, but Gar leaves out like an idiot. Cloud with the punch now. And now Cloud sends Gar back into the ring. Kick to the head. And a vicious one at that. And the referee's counting as Cloud just stands there. Like he's lost. Grapples both men. Cloud will get the advantage that time. Stomps to the knee to the gut. Irish whip. Look at this Cloud Strife. Suplex from the apron, and that's a nice vertical suplex there. Let's take an instant replay there. Look at this. Vertical suplex sends the Sand Shinobi from the apron all the way to the ring. That has to be commended for. And a dropkick sends down the Shinobi once again. Cloud Strife really impressive against a top-tier talent in Gara. Cloud Strife has something to prove here. A top-tier star in his own right when he was on ACW Turbo, which is now defunct. Yet a lot of people loved Turbo and wanted to come back. I don't understand. I don't know, do you people want Turbo back? I don't know. I'll think about it. As Gar though has the advantage again. Punch. Punch. Cloud punches back. Snapmare followed by, look at this, a nice modified surfboard stretch. In a sink position here, but Gar with a headbutt to the back of the face. Cloud Strife. Now the grapple here. Neck breaker, no. Another elbow to the face. Now Gar trying to get back the advantage here. Twists him around. Elbow to the face once again. Gar blocks that attempt, and look at that, the Sand Claw onto the Final Fantasy character. And that usually signals the end for all those opponents, and the crowd loves that. Gar goes for the cover, 2, 3, and that'll do it, folks. The Sand Claw puts away Cloud Strife, as Gar will get the win here tonight on Impulse 35. And the crowd loves it as much as Gar does apparently. A nice way to cap off ACW Impulse 35 tonight, as we are indeed on the road to ACW's Apocalypse. which will be a big night in its own right. Hey, wait a minute. Edward Elric. Hey, wait a minute. A pipe shot, and another one on Tagara. What is the Edward Elric out of nowhere with the pipe shot on Tagara? The crowd is. Oh, wait a minute. Edward Elric, another person that wasn't a television contender. Oh my God! And the alchemy onto the wooden part of the hammer, busting Gohan wide open. Edward Elric, another man that did not secure his chance to become a television championship contender in that match last week at Impulse 34. And it's gonna take it out on Gara now. And a chair shot for Gara. And the man is busted open. He's bleeding. Wait a minute. Edward, don't do this. Don't do this. Come on. Oh my God! He could have broken that man's ankle in half. What a despicable human being that man there is. What a sore loser. Trying to end Gara's career here tonight. And for what? Because he couldn't get the job done last week. A solid way to end this show tonight. Damn that man. Damn Edward Elric. Oh my goodness. Karma will have hell to pay for that man right there.